Let's take a look at some of our travel stats as we continue to track this winter storm. Today's worst delays have been across Chicago, Charlotte, and Dallas. So Charlotte, likely because of the winter storm and some of those conditions there. But we've also been following some lake effect snow for parts of the Chicagoland. Meantime, the worst cancellations, well, that's also across Charlotte, Atlanta, and Raleigh. Looks like Charlotte now has bumped up some of those total cancellations to more than 700. Looking at more of those stats and diving a little bit deeper into where we've seen some of the strongest winds so far. The wind is going to be one part of our weather story through this weekend. Not only do we talk about the heavy snow, but also that wind that could lead to near whiteout conditions for some spots. We've already experienced that so far this morning. But in Atlanta is where we've had the strongest gusts so far at about 37 miles per hour. And on the scale of how strong gusts could get or are expected to get with this storm, that's not too high just yet. More of a moderate type of gust. Your flight aware misery map, take a look. There you can see it highlighted in Atlanta, Charlotte, also Tallahassee seeing a little bit of delays. But we've been monitoring this ground stop at the Charlotte airport, and that's where there's some snow. But this ground stop has been for one of the airlines due to some mechanical issues, so not related specifically to the snow that we are seeing. But likely some of those delays are attributed to the conditions that we're seeing with the heavy snow. Meanwhile, live radar, we've been talking a lot about the spots that are getting heavy snow and the impressive snowfall rates, but I do want to take you to Dothan down to Mariana, Florida, and that's where we have some of these lighter snow showers that are just starting to develop. So parts of Florida seeing some flurries, which is always a little exciting and a little bit of that chatter in terms of talking about the weather when we do see some flurries there. Meanwhile, here we head to parts of the Carolinas. Visibility, that's always a good indicator of how heavy the snow is coming down. And for a lot of these locations that you're seeing, Asheville, Hickory, Winston-Salem, down to Charlotte as well, the visibility is currently at about a half a mile. When you tend to get down to a quarter-mile visibility or less, that's when your higher snowfall rates are there and the snowfall intensity is picking up. Live radar also shows those temperatures. So temperatures are in the 20s and even teens in some spots, 16 degrees in Knoxville. When you talk about temperatures that are this cold, this is going to lend itself to a drier and fluffier snow, and that snow is just really going to continue to stack up for some of these spots. Closer look to the coast, that snow is spreading all the way to the eastern seaboard. Kill Devil Hills, that's where we have Mike to Seidel, and those conditions are expected to continue to deteriorate, especially heading into tonight.